Our next coach this morning is the head coach of the Presbyterian College Blue Hose, Nichols. Morning, Coach.
Hey, good morning, Mark.
Hope you're doing well. Blue Hose finished 1-4 in conference. The loss to Kennesaw last week. Going to open up, talk about that game a little bit, and then we'll start taking questions. Talk about South Alabama.
Well, really impressed with Kennesaw State. They've got a very, very fine football team and are executing at a high level. Some of my biggest fears came to fruition. They were able to get going early, and we had a difficult time adjusting to the speed at which they operate their offense and just had a hard time getting ourselves off the field. And then that, in turn, we gave up big plays in the passing game, which when we played well this year defensively, we've been able to hold those to a minimum, but they were able to get out over the top of us a few times, and the thing got away from us. And then, we were able to get a drive going there in the first half and stalled down there inside the 10, had to kick a field goal, and just never really could develop any consistency offensively, and that was disappointing. But, a lot of credit goes to Kennesaw State. They're a well-coached football team, and it's the first time we've been down at their stadium and playing down there at Kennesaw. They've got a fine facility and a good atmosphere for college football, and so a lot of credit goes to Kennesaw State. They beat us in every phase and deserve to win the football game. We turn the page to South Alabama. South Alabama's another really good team that we're playing this week. They're an FBS school and been well documented. We had Florida on the schedule, and with the Hurricane Matthew coming through, we were able to get a game with South Alabama. They've got two really significant wins on their schedule. They opened up the year and beat Mississippi State in Starkville, the first game of the year, and then beat a very good San Diego State team in early October. They're very dynamic offensively. They've got a really good quarterback in Dallas David, who's having a great year for them. They're a big physical football team, a typical FBS team, and a ever-improving Sun Belt Conference. So, we're going to regroup and have a great week of practice and go down there and try to represent our conference in the right way.
All right, Coach, at this time we'll start taking questions for you. Press star one on your phone at any time. Or click the Q&A link here at the top of the browser. Click raise hand if you joined us. Coach, you mentioned playing South Alabama last game of the season. Typically not as familiar playing an FBS school in the last game of the year. Just how different is the preparation going in this game as would be earlier in the year playing an FBS?
Well, I think that this is the first time we've played one of these FBS schools this late in the year. I think it's been more common with people scheduling with this weekend right before rivalry week, and so it is a little different. That they're a pretty well-oiled machine by this time of the year, and they've got two more Sun Belt games after us. They play New Mexico State and Idaho, so they've still got some conference games left to play. So hopefully we can go and have a good simple plan and be able to execute and be able to try to get some things going, especially offensively. Try to keep their offense off the field.
And with this being the last game of the year, it is an FBS opponent. Do you try to get in some normal younger guys to get in there, or is it still regular game plan, game week as it would during the year?
Yeah, I don't think you treat it any differently. I think you got to go prepare, and just like you would any other week. I don't think that you go in there with thoughts of playing different personnel for any particular reason. You got to go play the game, and I think that if you ask a lot of coaches around the country, that's your thought process and your mentality. I know there's some other schools that have FBS schools this weekend, and you got to approach it no different than you would any other game.
And with Saturday being the finale, just some of the seniors who are making their final appearance for the Blue Hose that have stood out for you the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think with our seniors here, that again, we were able to honor them at home a couple of weeks ago in our last home game. you know, it'll be a special deal for those guys and us. You know, for them playing in their last college football game for a lot of them, and you know, we're trying to send them off on a positive note. Appreciate all that they've done for our program. That's always you know, an emotional thing for everybody involved, and you know, the finality of them playing their last college football game is something that's emotional for all of us.
And turning the page real quick, the news yesterday with Campbell adding scholarships, joining the Big South in 28, played them earlier this year. Just the overall reaction to having another football member in the league.
Well, I think it's great news. I think it'll just strengthen our conference. You know, we've already, you know, made great strides as a league over the last few years as far as, you know, getting our footprint on a national stage and some of the successes of our teams in our league. And, you know, this is just going to strengthen us, and it'll make our scheduling a little bit easier and give us a little bit more of, you know, strength as far as, you know, top to bottom with our league. And our league's very, very good, and Campbell, I'm sure, will be a formidable opponent, you know, in years to come. So I think it's great news, and I think, yes, all the coaches, you know, I think they'll say the same thing.
All right. Well, Coach, that's all the questions we have for you. We appreciate you joining us all year. Good luck Saturday at South Alabama.
Well, Mark, you guys are always first class. We appreciate all you do for us at the conference office.
Thank you, and feel the same about you all.